Now, there are a lot of very nervous spouses out there today. The Ashley Madison website, which uses the slogan, "Life is short, have an affair," well, it's been hacked. The very private information of millions of registered users may be released for the entire world to see. And here to discuss is author and branding guru Liz Goodgold. Liz, welcome to America Trends. Good to have you.
Good.
So what kind of information would end up being released were it released by this website?
Well, apparently it's not only your name and your credit card information and the type of affair you'd like to have. So it's absolutely the most egregious breach you can think of.
Now, some people, though, are saying, hey, you know, people should know that whatever goes out on the internet is going, you know, it could be hacked.
Except for the fact that when you really look at their homepage, it says, your information is completely secure and safe.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be the safe place to have an affair. And if you really look at a brand is a promise. So they broke the promise. And even more frightening.
But I mean, they didn't break it, hackers broke it.
Exactly.
Nonetheless, I mean, so when we are in those websites, especially those back side websites where it says, you know, when you're putting in your credit card information, even if you're not doing anything wrong, when it says it's secured, like, I don't know, a PayPal or something like that.
With a little SSL, you believe that it has a reasonable expectation to be safe.
Right. But is that the same sort of, my question is this the same sort of hacking that could happen, you know, in a banking website, for example? I
don't know if it can happen in a banking website because there tends to be 2 levels of security there, but it seems to me that it could happen to any other sort of dating website and more casual things. And I think it's just a little bit ironic, don't you? In that of all the sites for them to hack is the one where, oh, the safe place to have an affair. By the way, it's not that safe.
Like the moral militia out there or something. What are they threatening to do exactly? I mean, obviously to release the information and to put up why. I mean, but have the hackers said why they wanted to do this?
No, so we're guessing that perhaps there's some sort of religious pretense behind this, or pretext, or perhaps that they're saying this shouldn't exist at all.
Or maybe somebody who got burned.
That could be
a woman scorned out there somewhere.
That could be
learned her hacking skills and thought, I'll get you. I'll get all of you, right?
Yeah, but what's also really interesting about this hack in particular is that the site said it will permanently delete your information, and you had to pay $19 for the privilege. The hackers are saying, oh, by the way, they never did delete the information, and we have that, and that's what we're going to release. So finally today, Ashley Madison said, you can get your information completely deleted, and they waived the $19 fee.
Okay, but they're still operating.
They're still operating.
And the hackers have said unless the site comes down, they are releasing the information.
Yes, and what's problematic is that the homepage right now is there's no acknowledgement from management or the CEO saying, we're sorry, we apologize, your information is now safe and we've solved the problem. There's none of that really good reinforcement talk.
Right.
It's the same old site saying, log in, create a profile, and tell us what you're looking for, and we'll deliver it to you.
Like nothing ever happened.
Exactly.
And this company owns other websites as well. Are those in danger too?
All of those sites to me are in danger. And it just sort of reminds us that, oh, by the way, the security of the web is just not that secure.
It's just not that secure. Wow, fascinating. All right, Blake Sheldon, Miranda Lambert getting a divorce.
Oh, it's so sad.
It doesn't have anything to do with the other news about Ashley Madison today.
No, we don't think so. But of course, it makes us sort of, they found a special place in our heart, right? I think from the millions of people who watch The Voice, we couldn't but think of Blake and Miranda in the same sentence. They were united in our brains, in our minds, and as a couple. And so when one falls, they sort of both fall. And I think we as Americans feel a little bit saddened by that because we like those really good, happy power couples.
Yeah, and we like happy endings. And we like to believe that love can last even in Nashville and Hollywood.
Exactly.
Yeah. Any reason have we heard at all why
the good news is we haven't heard anything about the affair. So that makes us happy. So we've heard, okay, life is difficult. And I think if we look at celebrity power couples, we see a lot of those breakups, whether the recent, Bennifer, we're back to Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, whether we looked at Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes. It seems that apparently it's really hard. Marriage is hard, and then it's probably exponentially so when both of your spouses are in the exact same profession and perhaps a little bit of competition comes in there.
Competition maybe, and I would just think pressures, just general pressures. I think a lot of times, we see what they have and think, oh, that would make life easier. But I really think those sorts of fame and fortune and those sorts of things do make things a little bit harder. All right, another trending story. A guy drowned in Demi Moore's swimming pool. What a nightmare. I had a swimming pool for many years now. The ocean is my swimming pool, and I'm not responsible for what happens there, so thank goodness. But I always worried about that. How did this happen?
Well, apparently Demi Moore had her, I guess, housekeeper had a party and she was out of town. So Demi did a really good job through her publicist of issuing the statement that says she was shocked, but of course she was doing the great thing and she was with her daughter celebrating a birthday. The issue really becomes, is she still responsible for what happened in her own home, even if she wasn't there?
Which is ridiculous, because except for lawyers, how in the heck was she supposed to put a net over her, bars over her pool? What do you do? And offering your pool to friends, yeah.
Exactly, and I think you and I, who tend to be more normal people, we wouldn't have this issue. But this becomes another issue of the price of fame. Right? If it happened to Joe Blow, we never hear about it. It's Demi Moore, and all of a sudden, more is more, and she makes the headlines.
Yeah. Well, and I think anyone would get sued for that, probably. To tell you the truth, I think if it happened to you or me, same thing. Lawyers are on it, and I think the only thing she has is probably a few more headlines. Thank you so much for being with us. Tell us about your book really fast before.
Sure. So, third book is called How to Speak Gooder. Because I believe all of us have ADD, and you got to be better, you got to be faster, you got to be quicker, and you got to be a whole heck of a lot more interesting today in order to break through the clutter.
So true. I love that. How to be gooder. All right. Thanks for being with us, Liz.